Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. Do we have stuff for you today? Thanks for joining in. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. That's what we do. And we have fun doing it. And we love all the people that join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. We've got information for you this morning. It's beautiful weather down here. It's sunny. It's not humid. There's a little breeze. All my doors and windows are shut. Turned off the air conditioning so that you guys can hear me very well. We've got internet connection this morning. And what else do we have? We have electricity, internet and electricity. And I'm broadcasting for the first time from my brand new MacBook Pro. It's a dynamite machine. The Big Mac died this week. That was very interesting, but that's okay. He served me well for like 7 years with the Big Mac, and he has decided to go to the other universe, but that's okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's see who is in the house. I got a brand new setup. I got the Mini Mac. It's the Mini Mac in front of me, and this is all new to me. I'm clicking all new buttons and everything. Let's say hello to some people. Keith Hanna is in the house. Hola, Keith Hanna. Who is this? I need to make some stuff bigger. I'm doing all of this on one small screen. Hola, Keith Hanna. Hola to you. Judith Grace. Hola from Hola, Judy. Great to see you in the house. Hola. We got people from Cedar Hill, Texas. Joseph is in the house. Good morning. Oh, thank you so much, Joseph. We do what we can with what we got. Jalisco, his name is Chris. I know him. And returning, and we got Larry in the house. Hola. And my girlfriend, she's a little young. She's jailbait, but Sienna in the house. And Sienna, your uncle said that you sent me a message, but I didn't get it. So if you sent me a message and I didn't respond, email me at bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I know that Sienna was in 4th grade. I think she might be my youngest subscriber. So you must be going into 5th grade. Always great to have you in the house. We got Katrina the Maker in the house from Houston, Texas. Yahoo! Oh, we got let's see what's going on here. I got the this is new to me. I got a whole brand new setup going on in here. And I'm clicking buttons on the little machine here. Some of this stuff is hard to see. Ivan Ibencia is in the house from Montreal. I would love to visit Montreal in the summertime. I bet it's great. Carmen, greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. Driven through there many times. Logic One, North Carolina, the land of the shady. Okay. All right. And my neighbor, who is not my neighbor now, but Buenos Dias, Lakaya Britton is in the house. She shows up every week. And my neighbor, that girl, miss you, that girl. I've been going to Walmart all by myself. It's so boring when I go to Walmart all by myself. Me and that girl, we would go to Walmart once every other week. I miss that girl so much because she's so smart. She would teach me new things every week. Let's see who else is in the house. We got Robert in the house. Greetings from Maryland. And Brian, pretty boy maiden in the house. Brian, stop showing up on Saturdays because all these women call me up and they want to get your phone number, all that kind of stuff. Who's the pretty boy? Well, we're coming down and we want to visit Brian. And Brian is planning his trip for this coming January. She thinks so. She speaks is in the house. Lakaya. Oh, hey, Brian. Starting all the planning. And Brian is planning on coming down here in January of this coming year. And I told him, Brian, book early, dude. Book early. You can get the good prices. Make sure there's availability. So book. If you're coming down here, book early. Mazatlan is a very popular place. I think this is Harry. Yeah, Harry. I need to put my glasses on. Bill, you skipped me. Hola, dude. And like I'm zoomed out and I can't see. Where am I? I need to put my glasses on so I can see. But welcome. I didn't skip you, dude. I wouldn't do that. Nadine from Quebec. We got Canada in the house. We got a lot to share. We got a lot to share with you this morning. We put up a video this week. We put up another video. About a month ago, we put a video up. It was 6 places, 6 inexpensive places to live in Mexico. I think it was Thursday, I put up another 7 places to live in Mexico. Little small towns, and a lot of these towns are around towns that you have heard of. And it was a fun video. I have some prices and some clips from that video. That's already up. Tomorrow I'm putting up a video. What's that called? I know. I got, here we go. I see these videos all the time on YouTube. It's like, can you live in Mexico on $1,000 a month? Well, I'm going to put that video up tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you the yeses and nos of that. Fernando. Hola, Fernando. You look pretty young to be able to type your name and have these messages. We look for your advice for house in Mexico is scheduled to close in 2 weeks. Congratulations, buying a house. That's always some funky do, man. Good luck with that. My man, Rudy Clemens. Now, he's French, but we did a video with him and his lovely wife Sheila not too long ago. It's had about 4,000 views so far. He's a wonderful individual. You got to check out his video. It's like, I think it's titled like Black People Moving to Mexico. He's so happy. Moved here from Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, they moved down here. They're having so much fun. Thank you, Rudy. I was thinking about you yesterday. And who else but Mr. Jack Webb, hiding in the closet. He should be working, but he comes and joins us. He's brilliant. And Jack Webb, I still haven't received your apartment video. So try sending that again through Mail Big File or however you can get it to me. And as soon as you get me that video, I will make a video about that apartment. Here's a person we haven't seen in about a year. Axel Foley. He used to show up every week. He been gone. I think he been making movies. Axel Foley, I love those Beverly Hills Cop movies. I hope that's why you haven't been joining us, because you're making more. Maybe you're making Beverly Hills Cop 5. Okay, but love you very much. Bill, can someone close to retirement but still working start their temporary. Yes. Yeah, you can. And go to contact Axel, contact my immigration attorney. His name is Abaro, and you can find Abaro's information by going to buildthegeek.org and then click on FAQs. And if you click on FAQs, you will find my immigration attorney. His name is Albaro. And yes, I see no reason why you could not initiate your getting that first visa, even if you're not going to be here. But talk to him. He's a great guy. He has helped hundreds of my subscribers get their permanent visa, 1-year visa, whatever you want. I think you can get that done. And also, Logic One, don't forget to click the like button. Thank you very much. And I pay Logic One like $100 every week to show up and tell people to click the like button. And that helps my ratings with YouTube. And what I forgot to say, and what I should say at the beginning of every Saturday is, please, if this is your first time here, ask any questions that you want. Say anything you want. Say only appropriate things, of course. And just ask away. And if this is your first time here, maybe you don't know I've been here for 18 years. I've lived in Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Chapala, Ajijic, El Arenal. Now I've been in Mazatlan. This is my first year in Mazatlan. I've been here exactly for 1 year and about 18 days. So if I can help you with any moving information or questions you have about safety or making new friends or getting dates in Mexico, well, just bring it up now. That's why we're all here. What's going on with this? Leona, I'm thinking that I can make this window bigger so I can see these messages better. Uh-oh, can I see that better? Oh, not really. Hello, everyone. Lenora Wilson. Everyone from Baltimore, Maryland, Sienna, the young girl, my young girlfriend, Jill Bate, is also in Baltimore, and her uncle is from Baltimore, and he moved into my building just about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. He is so happy. And my parents lived in Montgomery Village outside of DC for 30 years. Okay. Jack Webb, what's he talking about? Just heard from Albaro and waiting on to be called to the consulate in Indianapolis for hopefully our permanent visas. And there you go, Jack Webb. I don't know if he's in Lexington, Kentucky or Hazard right now, but Albaro, he gets the job done, man. He got me one attorney. I had a 2-year visa and I needed another 2-year visa. And Albaro got me, and one attorney in Mexico said, well, you can't get another 2-year visa. I ran into Albaro. He said, yeah, we can get you another 2-year visa. And he did. And then I wanted to get my permanent visa. So I was in Chapala, and Albaro got me my permanent visa. Albaro is the man. Guy Williams, good morning. Thank you for your hard work and information. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning, Guy. And here's one of my favorite people, Angie Hernandez. Buenos dias, amiga. And I have to get back to you on that last email that you sent me about slavery. I will do that probably today. What's she talking about now? Nana, you are not from me? Huh. You are not Hmm. Okay, okay. I'm missing something there, Guy. I will be retiring in January of 2026 and moving to Mexico. Uh, it is so nice there. Yes, and I tell you what, Mexico is I love it. And everywhere I tell you what, I fall in love. I could everywhere, every video that you have seen of mine, every small town, every big city, I have loved everywhere I have visited in Mexico. Now, when I was living in El Arenal, which was out in the middle of nowhere, it was good for about a week, but it was out in the country. All you could see was cows and horses, and the house was spectacular. And there was no noise at all, and you could see stars at nighttime. But there were no neighbors. It took me 15 minutes to drive in and out of town. It was just too far away. It was beautiful, but it was out in the middle of nowhere. That El Arenal, it's between the city of Tequila and Guadalajara. It was just, but that's the only place that I have visited in Mexico where it was just. I do like to see people. I don't go out hardly at all. I'm a homeboy. I stay at home. But whatever. Okay, let's go back up here. Da 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 da. Uh-oh. Here we go. Okay, Robert. Are you required to show financial solvency when renewing 1-year temporary residency? Now, Robert, that is an excellent question. And again, that's a question that you should ask Alvaro. But from memory, my first visa, I had to supply all kinds of financials, like a year of bank financials and all kinds of paper. And then they had to translate. Oh, they had to translate my bank stuff from English into Spanish. I think the government, they charged me like $200 or $400 or something like to translate that, or whatever. But after that, when I would renew my visas, all of the paperwork was less and less and less. And I'm just going from memory, but after the first time, I don't remember them asking for financial information. Once you get your residency in the system, I'm trying to think when I got my permanent visa. When I got my permanent visa, I don't think they asked for any financial information. So it gets easier and easier. The big thing is to get that first one. Get that first one done, and then I think that you will be A-OK number one. And LJ, click the like button. We have 57 people in the house, and we got 25 likes, and thank you very much, LJ. I think LJ was the first person to subscribe to the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and I appreciate that. Okay, Guy Williams, I am poor and thinking about building a house. Let me see what that really says. Okay, yeah, I am poor and thinking about building a house in San Nicolas, since it should be cheaper than Ajijic and San Antonio. Okay. Speaking of San Nicolas, this is in a video that I created. Let's see what's going on here. Now he's talking about San Nicolas. Tell you what, this is a laptop, so maybe I can just move this up closer so I can see it better. Okay, here we go. Oh, those are videos. I'm looking around for stuff. I'm sorry, everybody, for being slow, but he's talking about San Nicolas, and some people, Navidad. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Come on, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So he's talking about San Nicolas. And there it is right there. San Nicolas is, well, I lived in Chapala. I could drive to San Nicolas in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to say that San Nicolas is about, it's about a 15-minute drive from Ahiheek. And cost of living. To rent an apartment in San Nicolas, a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. You can see there the price for Puerto Vallarta is about $800 to $1,800 a month. In San Nicolas, you can find a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment for about $200 to $600. San Nicolas is very inexpensive, and the town is growing. And if you're thinking about building a property, San Nicolas is the place to, I'm going to say it is the place to build. I'm looking for something here, and I'm sorry. Here we go. San Nicolas is the place to build. And there it is. San Nicolas, it's kind of for being, and it's only like an hour away from Guadalajara, but here's the plaza. If you're a bike rider, and I don't remember any cobblestone streets. It's very quiet, super affordable. And I did my first real estate video with Katie Ibarra, and she was selling a wonderful home in San Nicolas for 100. Oh, that's Barbara. There's Barbara. I ran into her by accident, and she was renting 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms for $300 a month. San Nicolas is a great investment opportunity. I have a subscriber that lives in San Francisco, and the full name of the town is San Nicolas de Ibarra. And I have a subscriber in San Francisco, and his last name is Ibarra. In fact, his family founded St. Nicolas de Ibarra, and he bought a lot there that he can build 6 homes on. And I know that he's not like super wealthy, but he's going to build on each of those lots. And he's going to make a lot of money because most people have not heard of San Nicolas, and it's a great investment place. What's going on now? I got lost. I'm lost, and I'm not sure at where I left off. Here we go. Oh, I'm lost here, guy. Oh, here we go. Right here. Okay, Sandra's got voice. Hola, Sandra. Good morning, Bill, and everyone. Question: when you got the additional 2-year visa, did you have to return to the States, or were you able to stay in Mexico and get it done? I stayed in Mexico. Once I got my first visa, I never had to go back to the consulate ever again. All I had to do is talk to Ibarra. So contact Ibarra. You can find his contact information at buildthegeek.org. Click on FAQs. You can email him and ask him personally, but once you get that first visa, I think you just fill out some papers and you don't have to go back to see a consulate. That's what I think. And again, thank you for asking the questions. And if you're new here, ask away. Ask anything that you would like. Okay. Brian Maiden, pretty boy, I'm so excited. Going to Travel Agent at 1 p.m. to purchase all the travel arrangements. And good for you, Brian. This is August. You're planning ahead, and that is a very smart move. Plan ahead, get everything all organized. That way you can get a place you want to stay. I think last year, Brian emailed me, and he was, I forget what month it was. It was January or February. He says, Bill, can you find me a place to stay like this week? And I think it was the week of Carnival when you got like 1 million people in town. You got 1 million people coming to Carnival. And I said, Brian, do you know what this week is? I said, it's Carnival, man. You're going to pay a lot of money if you can find a place to stay. So plan early. Plan early. Okay. Now what? Oh, here we go. Let's go right here. Guy Williams, is San Nicolas okay? I do not want to be too far from services if I stop driving. Will the bus serving the main street work? Yes. When I was there, Guy, the buses, I mean, in San Nicolas, they have buses that go there and come there like every 10 minutes. Barbara, the black lady that you saw that's renting there, I know she doesn't have a car. She said that she was renting a car for like 1 month because that little boy in the video was like her nephew and they were taking trips and stuff like that. But the bus will get you right into Chapala. That should only take like 5 minutes to get you into Chapala. And the bus will take you to Ajijic. You can take other buses to Guadalajara, but in Ajijic, they have Walmart and all the stuff that you would ever want or need. Now, let me see what's going on here. And I saw people waiting on the bus, Mexicans in San Nicolas waiting on the bus, going to work. You will have no problem. Okay, now I think I'm missing stuff here. I got to plan this better. Let me scoot the laptop up here a little so I can see better. Yeah, you can have services. You'll be fine. Nana, I have an appointment with the Mexico consulate in September for my temporary residency. Congratulations. Get that done. Ibencia. No, I don't think either you show financial once and then you renew on time if you would have to redo the process. Thank you very much. That's what I thought. Oh, and look who has shown up in the house. It's international traveler, the one and only William Mustache Stone Man. What, you change? You change your picture. What's up with that? How are we supposed to know who you are if you change your thumbnail? But Mr. Stone Man, thank you so much for showing up and honoring us with your presence this morning. Love you, dude. Thank you. Buenos dias, Senor Angie. I'm waiting on my INE to arrive in the mail. Good move on your part. Getting that done. Nana, let's see what else we have going on here. Robert. And thank you so much. That's why I'm here. I'm here to answer questions. And we have a lot of informed people that know stuff that I don't know in the house. William Mustache Stone Man. I did an interview with him. He's traveled all over Mexico. Last week, he shared with us that he's going to visit San Luis Potosi, which is a city in the state of San Luis Potosi. But we have very many people that are very informative. Robert, thanks for validating Bill's comments. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that because, I don't want to mess people up. Don't believe anything I say. Talk to Alvaro and talk to an attorney. Okay, here we go. Let's see what else is happening. What else is it was your video that told me about the city. You are awesome. I do what I can. And also, um, uh, 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 I'm trying to figure out how to say this, but the best thing to do is come down here, find a place, and then travel around some more. I don't know. I'm 67. I'm 67 years old. I don't know how many more years I'm going to have on the planet. But I don't know if I'm going to be dying in Mazatlan. Everywhere I fall in love with everywhere I go. So, come down, get a place for about a month or 6 months, and go around and visit places, and see where you fall in love with. Let's go over here. Let's say Axel Foley. What's your thoughts on Guanajuato as a retirement destination? Talk about hospitals and airport proximity. Very good question. I tell you what, Axel Foley, right now on my love list, on my cities of love. I have to go double on that. Cities of love. And I'm going to say that Guanajuato is number one on my list for cities of love in Mexico. They have a bunch. They have many universities. They have industry there. They have all of the stuff that you want. Like, you can go to Walmart. If you want to fly into Guanajuato, William Mustache Stone Man has visited there. In fact, I think he was just there about 4 months ago. But he told me that he had to fly into Leon. And Leon, I took the bus into Leon. We got a Uber into Guanajuato from Leon. It was about a 20-minute taxi ride. Cost me about $15, if that. So the only thing about Guanajuato is you want to find a place near Centro, because it is, William Mustache Stone Man said, well, the place is like a bowl, which is true. And Centro is at the bottom of the bowl, and it's beautiful and it's vast. You can just walk around, find restaurants and bars and places to eat and drink. And they have many beautiful males and females there. I'm just interested in the, I'm just interested in the males myself. No, the females, actually. I'm only interested in the females. But so you may end up having to walk to your place, or walk there and walk back. And if you're not physically fit, then you might not be able to do that. So but I love Guanajuato. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Guanajuato is definitely on my list. With pricing going up, I don't understand that. With pricing going up, prices are kind of going up, but not that much. If in the big cities, what forces prices up is Americans. And that's why I'm going to stay. I'm here in Mazatlan. These prices are going crazy in Mazatlan. And it's because all these Americans are coming here driving the prices up. Ajijic, the prices are going up. Puerto Vallarta, the prices are going up. But if you go to the places that are like 5 minutes outside of those cities, then the prices are going to really go down. And I feel confident throughout Mexico, if you stay out of the travel towns that everybody has heard of, you can get a nice place for $500 a month. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Sorry, Bill. Thanks for answering. You're so very welcome. And Guy Williams, thank you very much for contributing to the channel. That's what floats our boat here at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. People donate cash, and we use that money to visit places. I'm planning my next trip now. And the beauty of this fabulous laptop, I tell you what, I paid $3,000 for this laptop. And I tell you what, I do not regret it a bit. Now, I'm happy for every dime that I paid for this laptop. It is unbelievable for video editing and everything that I do. I mean, it's awesome. And now, because people have contributed to the channel, without your contributions, I couldn't have bought the laptop. And now I'm planning a trip now, and I think I'm going to be on the road for 2 weeks. And before I had the laptop, I always wanted to get back to the home base, which is here in Mazatlan, so that I could do the live broadcast on Saturdays. But with this fabulous laptop that you guys gave me money for, now I don't have to be here. I can be anywhere in Mexico that has internet, plug in the little bit of stuff that I have to plug in. I can go live. I can be on a street corner and go live. I can be anywhere in the world and go live. And that happened because of you guys and the contribution that you make to the channel. Thank you so much. Brian Maiden, in your opinion, is $43 and up to $60 a day reasonable for Airbnb? I'm going to say, Brian Maiden, 43. Oh, pretty boy. Oh, yeah. Pretty boy, Brian Maiden. I'm going to say this. Those are excellent prices, because you know that you contacted me. It was like a week ago, 10 days ago. And you were looking for a place, a hotel in El Centro. And I said, hey, you should stay at the Best Western. The Best Western in El Centro in Mazatlan is fabulous, but it's $127 a night. They have a great restaurant. It's I think it's like a 13-story tall building. And it's walkable in El Centro, and it's right on the Malecon. It's fabulous. But if you can find a place in El Centro for $43 a night, between $43 and $60 a night in January, Mr. Maiden, you will be totally happy. And that's an Airbnb. And with all these women that are calling me, you can invite them over to your Airbnb and have really big freaky parties and have a really good time when you come down here in January. Woohoo! Yeah, Guy Williams. And thank you for asking questions. I'm only here to answer questions and to share information. That is my job. That's what I do. I share information about the joys of living in Mexico. Okay, Guy Williams, I was at San Antonio for a month last year, and it was wonderful. Used the bus, but I explored mostly the west part of the lake, and that makes sense. And for those of you that don't know, let me go back over here for a second. Let me go back over here. Let's see. I'm looking here. Next time I'm going to wear my glasses. Okay. So what Guy's talking about. You can see Ahiheek. You can see Ahiheek and you can see San Nicolas. And probably from San Nicolas to Ahiheek on a good traffic day is a 15-minute drive. But right between there is Chapala. And so San Antonio is like a half mile from Ahiheek. So that area between Ahiheek and San Nicolas, they have so many little towns there. It's just but anywhere in that area is a good place to be. And the buses are very dependable, and you will have no problem getting around. And I'm getting lost. Here we go. There's a oh, looky who here. Speaking of Antonio, I forget which camera is working. We got all these cameras going on here. Our internet is good. I'm paying for 100 meg speed, and I tested it this morning. It's at 150. Ha ha! Woohoo! Who don't like Mexico? James and Rena, they live in San Antonio. They're homeowners. They moved here from Reno, I think it was, and they're just loving it down here. Ola Bill, late night in Ahiheek, woke up. James and Rena, love you very much. It's always happy to see you whenever you guys show up. What's going on down? Oh, we got South Africa. We got United States in the house, Mexico in the house. We got South Africa in the house. Jacqueline in the house. Always great to see you, girlfriend. And what's she talking about? Ola Bill and everyone. PJ from South Africa. Question. If I'm a tourist visa and leave in 180 days, how long do I have to stay out of Mexico before I can return for another tourist visa? Okay, now that is a very tricky question, and I'm going to have to charge you. That question is so tricky that I'm going to have to charge you a lot of money for the answer. But since your name is PJ, Jacqueline, and because you're in South Africa, I'm going to answer this very complicated and tricky question for this much money. Free, because I'm Bill the Geek, and that's my job, to share the joys of living in Mexico. That's what I do here on the very special Bill Dallas Lewis channel. Okay, now the answer to your question, Jacqueline, is, and it's kind of funny, you come here for 6 months, and then your visa expires. Let's say it's day 180. Okay. So what do? You get out of Mexico, and then 30 seconds. You wait 30 seconds, and you spin around, and then you come back, and then you get another 180-day visa. Now, that's how it should work. We had some complications with that about 8 months ago. Something went crazy with the Mexican government, and they were doing all kinds of crazy things with the tourist visas. But it seems as though things have stabilized, and this back to the way it was. And I'm going to say for my first probably 5 years in Mexico, that's what I would do. I would stay for 180 days, cross the border for a day, come back. And, so anyway, I hope that answers your question. And we got Stony Star God contributing to the channel, contributing $19.99. That's a lot of money, Stony Star God. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel so that I can travel and share the joys of living in Mexico, because that's what I do. I'm a social worker, but I'm too cynical to be clinical. So I just counsel people about, I just counsel people about the joys of living in Mexico, because that's what I like to do. Okay. And he says, hola, everyone from Southern California. Thanks for sharing this great info. I'm happy to do it. You guys don't know, man. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to do what I do. I can't think of anything that I would rather do than what I'm doing right now. I'm just very happy to share this information. And the wonderful thing, what camera am I on? Oh, I got my crew back here. They don't tell me what camera I'm on, so I get confused, but they don't tell me what camera, but I'm just happy to do this. I love Mexico. I just totally love it. I don't see how you can't love Mexico. And it's just wonderful. And all the people that moved down here, they're so happy. James and Rena are so happy. People watch my videos. They moved down here, and it's just a wonderful place. The people are so friendly. Let me get out of here. Robert, we want to visit Chapala, but don't speak Spanish. How can we hire a driver at the airport? Would this be difficult? Okay, Robert. First of all, Robert, a couple of things. First of all, Robert, be sure to find my email at buildthegeek.org. Click on FAQs, and there you will find my email, bill.dallas.lewis10@gmail.com. But anyway, go to buildthegeek.org, not .com, buildthegeek.org. Click on FAQs, and I'm pretty sure I have a guy's name listed there. His name is Fernando. Is that right? Yeah, Fernando. He's a driver. And you can tell him that, and he speaks fluent English and Spanish. I do believe he is a Mexican. But let's see what's going on. Let's see. I think I got a little delay going on here. Maybe not. But call Fernando, and Fernando will pick you up at the airport. He's done it for many subscribers. If you want him to give you a tour of the area, you can pay him to do that. He's very affordable. On the other hand, you can just use Uber, or you can just get a taxi from the Guadalajara International Airport right into Chapala. I'm going to say that ride's going to take about 20 minutes on a good traffic day. On a bad traffic day, a really bad traffic day, it'll take you like an hour. Or you can just get a taxi from the airport. Okay, now, something that I want to say about your Spanish and getting taxis. If you're going to stay in Chapala, if you're going to visit Chapala, oh my God. There's so much going on. If you're going to visit Chapala, you're going to be staying somewhere. And wherever that somewhere is, you're going to have an address. So before you get to the airport, write that address down. And if it's a hotel or something, write down the phone number of that place. Then when you get to the airport, give the taxi driver that address, or you can use that address and put it into Uber. I'm here in Mazatlan. I use Uber or DDs probably 2 or 3 times a week. Every time I use Uber, I always write the address down, and I Sure, Uber knows where I'm going, but I always give that address to the driver to make sure that I'm going to where I'm going to go. But and let me say this about Spanish in Mexico. I'm going to say almost every taxi driver knows some English. So if you can just say Walmart, they know where that is, or, grocery store, all Mexicans speak some English, even though they'll tell you they don't speak any. So don't worry about it. Okay. Logic one. If I go to the beach by myself with no hotel, where can I leave my stuff while swimming? That's an excellent question. You just have to leave your stuff on the beach. I've never seen any places with lockers here, and somebody proved me wrong. I'm in Mazatlan. I've been spent lots of time in Puerto Vallarta, but I tell you what, the last time I was at the beach, oh man, I had a $700 Canon camera. I had my $1,000 drone in a bag. I'm carrying around like $2,500 worth of camera equipment. I'm in the ocean swimming, and there are like a whole bunch of people there, and you can just ask somebody, "Hey, will you watch my stuff?" Mexican people are so honest, and you're going to see once you go to the beach, you're going to see a bunch of families. You're going to see a bunch of families. And if you don't know how to say watch my stuff in Spanish, look it up on Google, how to say it, Google Translate, and write it down. Give that message to a family. They will watch your stuff. And down here, you just got to trust people. Yeah, I mean, they're tell you what, I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened that made me feel really good about myself this week. I was in Walmart this week. And yes, at Walmart here, they have those little automated stations where you scan all the stuff yourself. You bypass the counter where all the people are in line, and you do this, you do that. And I was waiting to get to the next available machine. And this one Mexican guy, he was having problems with the machine. So, I checked him out. I noticed him. He got some help. And then he left. Then I went up to use his machine. So I looked down at the machine, and there was his Walmart receipt that he left there by accident. And right under his Walmart receipt was his wallet. And it was a big, thick wallet. He must have had a bunch of money in there. But the good thing was that I knew what he looked like. And I saw him leaving Walmart. And I said, amigo. And he didn't turn around. So I said, amigo, one more time, amigo. And the guy turned around, and I waved his wallet. I waved his wallet at him, and he came back. And I'm going to say 99.9% of Mexican are very honest, just like that. Jack Webb, I just tried again to send video of my condo. Okay, Jack Webb, now this is tricky. Mail big file. It used to be that you would click the send button and they would send the video. But now they don't do that. So go back again, use my email address to send the email. Once you click the send button, they're going to show a little message, and it'll say, copy this link. Copy this link to send this file. So what you have to do, you'll see the little message. It's kind of hard to see, but there might even be a little teeny tiny picture of a link, Mr. Webb. And so you got to copy the link and send me the link. And then, so what they did is they put the video on their server. It's there, but you have to send me the link so I can download it. So let's try that. Thank you, Jack Webb. We want to rent Jack Webb's condo. Lakaya Britton, remember to hit the like button. We have 70 people in the house, 48 likes, and I think we've hit a new record for contribution. We got like $100 in contributions. Woohoo! Right on with the right on. Hey, Jacqueline. Thank you, Jacqueline, in South Africa, for contributing to the channel. I know I'm missing out on some people. Thank you so much. Love you all. Miriam Newmark. I just saw Miriam yesterday down by the elevator. She lives downstairs. Ola, Miriam, James, and Rena. Tuesday makes 1 year in Ahihic. No regrets. And James and Rena, they are super intelligent people. And the beauty of James and Rena is they're young. I don't know how old they are, but they must be at least 10 years or 15 years younger than me. And they're down here enjoying the joys of Mexico early. Okay, now let's see what's going on. Let's get out of here. James, John. Good morning, Mazatlan. I would prefer flat Mazatlan with its heat and air conditioning. Yeah, I'm in here now, and it gets hot outside, but I lived like this. I lived like this in Puerto Vallarta. You get used to it, though I think I got spoiled. Like James and Rena in San Antonio, Jack Webb built in San Antonio. I really got used to that Ahihic, Chapala, Guadalajara weather. It's so nice with no humidity. That really works in the summertime, and I miss that. And what's Don Cole talking about? Good morning, Bill, and everyone watching from Florida. You still in Florida, girl? Why aren't you out globe trotting? It's hot here. Well, join the club, girlfriend. It's hot. And Joseph, thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you so much. And John Ketchum, thank you for contributing to the channel. You guys are great. Thank you so much for your contributions. Hawkins in the house. Happy Saturday. William Stoneman, $60. Are you talking about Brian Maiden? Brian Maiden Airbnb downtown. Is that what you're talking about? Tell us what you're talking about. John Kitchum. Hey, John, when you said flat, does that mean it's easy to walk around, not hilly? Mazatlan is relatively hill free. I say that hesitantly because I want to think about it. But when you're in El Centro, when you're in most of Mazatlan, you're not walking up and down anything. It is pretty flat. Now, when you get to the end of the Malecon, which is like a 13-mile walkway along the ocean, once you get into the end of that in El Centro, then you end up walking uphill, and there are many mountainous places around El Centro that like restaurants and places that are up on hills, but you take a taxi to those places. You're not going to walk to those places. So yeah, these places are relatively flat. Oh my God, I hope I didn't miss anybody here. We got Hawkins in here, $60. Sandra's got voice. Yeah, that's what. And over here, Ms. G, thank you for contributing to the channel. Thank you so much. That's like 5 tacos and a beer. That's like 5 tacos and maybe 4 beers. Thank you so much. And pretty boy Brian Maiden, thank you for your Canadian money, because we know that goes very far. And who is this? Neil Andrews. What are your thoughts on building a house in Mexico? is it fairly straightforward. There isn't much information on this subject. Neil, I know that Jack Webb, he just built a house in San Antonio, which is in the Ajijic area, and I hope he got through that with no hassles. I had a landlord who was an American that I rented from in Puerto Vallarta. He renovated a house. It was beautiful upon completion. It looked like a Marriott. I rented from him, and he got screwed over royal. He got a contractor, and they stole from him. He probably paid twice as much to get that work done than he could have. But then he built a house. Then he got a new partner in El Arenal, and I lived there for like 2 months. Fabulous house. But his partner was from El Arenal, so he had his partner's family build the house. So you can build a house down here. It will be very inexpensive, but you want to do a lot of research about contractors. In fact, wherever it is you're going to move to, get an attorney that speaks English and have the attorney find you a contractor. And if get on Facebook groups all over Mexico, they have Facebook groups, and ask questions of people that have built houses and find a good contractor. And if you find a good contractor that's honest, you can have an excellent home built, much better quality than the United States, much less money, but get an attorney, find an honest contractor, and you will be good to go. And then we have Carmen Jones. Thanks for this information, Bill. It's my job. That's what I do. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we share information about the joys of living in Mexico. That's why God put me on the planet. Matthew, what's happening? Hello from Stony Star God, Que Pasa, Carmen Jones. Oh, we got people that know people. Matthew, hello, Bill. I'm from Bulgaria. Making my way there in November. Come on down. If you get to Mazatlan, drop me a line. Ooh, Sandra's got voice. Question: is Mazatlan relatively flat, or is it hilly like San Miguel? I'm going to say it, Sandra. Mazatlan is pretty much flat. Like, okay, like Walmart. Walmart is like a mile away from where I live. I can walk there. I'm gonna get a Uber, but it's all flat. Where I live, I'm in the northern part of Mazatlan, and it's about a 13-mile drive, I'm going to say, to Centro. But it's a beautiful 13 miles. It's all along the ocean with the Malecon restaurants and bars and all that kind of stuff. Totally flat. Now, you may see in some of my videos, I may have the drone flying around. You can see these mountains, or I may go up to a restaurant that is on a mountain, and mountains are kind of rare, though you can see them in my videos of Mazatlan, but almost all of Mazatlan is flat. And let me think. I'm going to think before I say this. I'm going to say no cobblestones. You're walking through El Centro, Ajijic. You can die in Ajijic just by stepping on the wrong cobblestone. Fall down, hit your head, you're dead. People die every day in Ajijic, falling down in the street and hitting their head real bad. But not here, not in Mazatlan, because it's flat. Oh, what's happening here? Nana, thank you for contributing to the channel. Now I can travel with all these contributions that you guys are giving me today. I can travel and give you guys more information about the joys of living in Mexico. James and Rena, Robert, taxi from airport, best way to Chapala. There you go. And they know they live there. They've done it. They've been there for a year. They love it. Robert, taxi is about $30 US from the airport. Very easy. Then in Chapala, use a local driver. And it's very inexpensive and easy. Thank you. And see, that's what I mean. I don't know everything. There are people out there that know exactly what's going on, and I appreciate this help and input. Nana, I had a driver that said no English when I got in the Uber. Well, it happens. It's going to happen here in Mexico. But I tell you what, I haven't used them yet because my Spanish is, I can get around pretty good with my Spanish. But I tell you what, I had a neighbor who was a Mexican who spoke very little English, but he worked for the phone company. Telmex. He had a Telmex truck, and his job was to go around the lakeside area, Chapala, San Nicolas, Ajijic, and install internet for Telmex. I mean, that's what he did. And many of his clients were Americans. They spoke English. He didn't speak English, so he used a translation app. And it's real cool. It's in your phone. So you run into some Mexican and you put the app in their face and they talk to you. And the app translates all of their Spanish into English instantaneously. And then you can talk into the app and it will translate your English into Spanish and they can read that. So, there are ways to get around this whole thing. Robert, thanks. James and Rena for the taxi info. Everyone has a driver they can call, better than Uber for the most part. Just ask a local and they will hook you up. Now we're getting down. Now we're getting down to the secret joys. Of living in Mexico. And this only comes from people with experience, smart people with experience. And what James and Rena are talking about is, when you start using transportation, you hook up with somebody. And when you need to go somewhere, you just call this person. They come pick you up and take you around. There's a woman that lives in my building, and she uses the same driver all the time. And now they're like family. You would think that they were married or something like that. And he comes over to her apartment and cooks her food, Mexican food. And I don't think they're doing any hoochie coochie because he's married. He has kids and everything. But, this is one of the hidden secrets of living in Mexico, a driver that you can count on. If you know you're going to Walmart tomorrow at 2:00, you call them up today and say, hey, can you come over at 2? There you go. You got a driver and the prices are better. Carmen, hey, Stony Star God and Lakaya Britain. Hola, everybody. We got people talking to people. Fat wallet would be a bit tempting. Maybe 50 years ago, maybe 50 years ago, that man's wallet would have been in my pocket. But not now. I don't need that karma anymore. But thank you. Lopnik1. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I must say, I lived in Mount Vernon, Ohio for it was my grandmother's house. She died. I bought her house in Mount Vernon. It's like 60 miles from Columbus, Ohio. Very small town. I mean, really small. Back then the population was about 30,000 people. My mother grew up there with her 5 sisters. And I lost my wallet in that town 2 times. And both times it was filled with money and credit cards. And both times I lost my wallet. Somebody came to my door in Mount Vernon, Ohio. They knocked on the door and they said, "Is your name William Lewis?" I said, "Yeah." And they gave me back my wallet, and it had all of the money and all the credit cards. And that happened to me 2 times in Mount Vernon, Ohio. So there are like you guys, like all the people in here watching today, sharing the love today. Most people are like you guys, and that's the way it goes in Mexico. Wow, we got 77 people in the house, 54 like buttons, people contributing to the channel. I tell you what, I got like $134 in contributions. This never happened before, but whatever. I can use that because my next trip that I want to make is to Morelia. But I think I want to fly there, and then I'm going to take the bus back and just stop in various cities and towns. I'm mapping that whole trip out now. So, I mean, with today's contributions, that will put a good dent in the airplane flight to Morelia. So anyway, I'm planning my next trip a week from today. From today, my landlord comes here, and she's going to collect her 3 months rent, the deal that we worked out. And so I think a week from today, I'll go live. And then I think that week I'm going to leave for Morelia, and I think I'm going to be on the road for 2 weeks. What else is happening? 1700 GM, expats who left the U.S., bless you. I feel like my head is getting ready to explode. Oh, we don't want to talk. Okay, I'm okay. Speaking of U.S. politics, I'm not going to talk about it much. But I talked about Florida a little bit last week. But I think, let me see. I got a video ready. I got a video ready for tomorrow to put up. Oh, the video tomorrow is about, can I live on $1,000 a month in Mexico? Okay, so I'm going to put that up tomorrow. But then I'm going to put a video up Thursday that's going to be about what should I take with me if I move to Mexico. And James and Rena, they know what I'm talking about because they bought a home here, and then they just brought down suitcases and stuff. Okay, but for next Sunday, I'm going to create a children's book about the Florida version of history. And that's going to be really fun. And that will be somewhat political. William Stoneman, 60 per night is a good price for Airbnb. I look for anything around 500 per week. Thank you. My camera. One of my cameras just stopped working. I don't know what that is all about. The camera just died. Let me hit this button over here and see if I can bring it back to life. What happened? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that is back to life. Let me click a button. I'm having just a little bit of a technical. What's going on here? Let's close you, and let's see what's going on over here. So let's close you, and then we'll reopen this guy, and hopefully everything works out okay. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to restart something. One camera has died out. One camera has died out for the day, so now I have one camera to work with, but that's okay. Yeah, $60 a night is excellent. Okay, come on down to the fun and sane side of the border. What's going on here, Bill? Hi, Bill, watching from Lomas de Mazatlan after a morning of fishing. Yeah, and I kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about it. But there's a guy that was a Canadian in my building, and he said he's only down here for 6 months at a time from Canada. But in 6 months he was here, he caught 200 fish from the ocean. That's what he does. He goes down to the ocean, fishing, comes back with fish. It's all free. Very good. Brian Maiden. Hi, Bill. Did I get that? Okay, Brian Maiden. Thank you. William Stoneman. Okay, Jack Webb. Katie Ibarra want to great lengths to protect my interest in construction. Couldn't be more pleased. And Jack Webb, we have Katie Ibarra. She comes with us once. She comes with us once a month. She's a realtor in the Lakeside area. All of her contact information is at buildgeek.org. If you click on FAQs, Katie Ibarra has been doing real estate on Lakeside for the last 15 years. I've known her for about 8 years. She is from my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. She does a fabulous job, but you can contact Katie if you're going to build in the Lakeside area. You can contact her. She is fabulous. Wow, what else is going on? Robert, $10. Thank you, Robert, for contributing to the channel. Sanders Got Voice, thank you for your time today with the invaluable information. It's my pleasure. This is what I do. I love it. Love you all. Hi, Bill. David, Tampa Bay, Florida, in the house. Brian Maiden. Brian, pretty boy Maiden, thank you for showing up and sharing your questions with us, because when everybody asks a question, all of us learn from the answers. Thank you, Brian. You have a great day. Margot, $10. Margot, thank you for your contribution to the channel. Mr. James in Cancun, Mexico, enjoying these sunny days. Thank you for doing what you love to do. We love you, Bill. Love you all. You are so very welcome. Ms. Sam, love your energy. You are the best. Here is my contribution today. I am from Illinois. Miss Sam, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for contributing to the channel. William Mustache Stoneman, I'm going to volunteer to be your studio director. Right on. James and Rena, after a while, you will have a list of drivers to use. That is so true. I have hired a driver for the day for around $10 US an hour. Need a trip to Guadalajara, to Costco, Mall of Doctor, appointment. Yeah. And when I was in Chapala, and there was a period of time when I didn't have a car, I had a stack of phone numbers, all different taxi drivers. I had all their cards, and they knew me, I knew them, and they called me Mamo. And Mamo, oh yeah, sure, can you come? Or sometimes I would be going to Guadalajara from Chapala, and I would have to leave at like 4:30 in the morning for some reason, whatever. And I would call them the day before. Hey, can you pick me up at 4:30 in the morning or at 7 in the morning? Yeah, I'll be there. They were always there. Nobody stood me up. Yeah, you get a collection going and you are good to go. Nana, Buckeyes are the best. And that's why you have Snoopy in there. Go Bucks. And football season is right around the corner. Let's see. And Miss Sam, thank you very much for your contribution That's good for about 10 tacos and a 6-pack of beer down here in Mexico. Your contributions are all greatly appreciated. Okay, you guys, it's been very fun getting together with you guys today. Thank you. We have 69 people in the house. We have 54 likes, which are greatly appreciated. And we have like $145 in contributions, and everything is cool. I'm good. I'm totally good. We have electricity. We have a high internet speed, and we still have one camera, and that's all we need here at the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. I'm getting ready to get out of here, you guys. I'm about excited out for now. This is, and love you all. We have a video coming out tomorrow. Can I live on $1,000 a month in Mexico? That will be up tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to put up a Thursday video about what was that about? About what to bring when you move to Mexico. And then I'm going to start writing my children's story just for the children in Florida to listen to. That will go up a week from tomorrow. So I'm out of here, you guys. I'm out of here. Let's see now. So I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Chapala, Mexico. No, I'm broadcasting from Mazatlan. I'm having flashbacks. I'm old. I don't know what I'm saying. But I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Love you all. We'll see you next Saturday or in that next video.